Joining us now is House Freedom Caucus member, Republican Congressman Ken Buck of the Judiciary Committee. So, Congressman, you are somewhat of an anomaly inside the caucus. You're skeptical about pursuing impeachment, but your committee would, of course, be involved. Is your party moving in the wrong direction?
Well, I think the party is moving in the right direction in the sense that we are conducting oversight. And I think oversight is an important function that the Ways and Means, the oversight, and the Judiciary Committees are all involved in right now. The thing that really upset me was when the White House said we will not turn over documents pursuant to a legitimate subpoena issued by Congress because you have not held a vote and passed a vote on an impeachment inquiry. That's concerning to me. I did not support the initial impeachment inquiry when Kevin McCarthy made this statement publicly rather than holding a vote. I am undecided at this point on whether I'm going to vote for the impeachment inquiry or not.
And let me ask you about the funding issue. President Biden says he's willing to make significant compromises on the border in return for foreign aid for Ukraine, for Israel, and for Taiwan. But you've got two wars going on. Is there a border compromise on the asylum issue? Because he already had a separate bill with $14 billion in it for border, which was voted down.
Right. I think there is a compromise that's being worked out in the Senate, and I hope that passes soon. I think it's really important that we get this Israeli aid done. The House has sent a bill to the Senate. We're waiting for a response from the Senate. It may be a rejection. It may be a new bill, but something has to come over from the Senate to start this process again in the House.
And with Ukraine, according to the budget director, we've just talked to her, Shalanda Young, out of money at the end of the year. National security is at stake. Vladimir Putin is the beneficiary of all of this if we don't do that money. Why deal with the border security issue, which has stymied both parties for decades and decades? There has never been a comprehensive agreement on border security. So why bring it up at the end of a session where the House was out for 21 days because of, as you well know, the Republicans' failure to have a speaker? So why, with only weeks before the holiday break, bring up something that complicated and jeopardize Ukraine and Israel?
Yeah, I'm absolutely in favor of aid to Israel and aid to Ukraine. I believe that many of the members in the House want to make sure that we deal with the really serious crisis that we have at the southern border and hope to use the Ukraine aid as leverage. I think that the Biden administration could give a little bit more rather than putting its heels in the ground and start a negotiation on where we end up. I think anything would be an improvement on our southern border. I also feel strongly that we need to find pay-fors for some of this aid that we're giving to these foreign countries. We need to make sure that we aren't overspending at home and giving aid away when we could find something to help reduce the cost of that aid.
We've never demanded, under other presidents, pay-fors for aid for a foreign war with our allies. That's never been done before. It was never done under Donald Trump.
Right. And we've never had the high interest rates that we've had before, and we've never had the amount of deficit that we've had before right now. And I think that's what we're concerned about, is making sure that we don't allow the deficit to go even higher.